What up, creamers? It's me, Hot Joe, and I'm joined with my co-host, Sam Daddy.
We wish you the best. No?
Not yet.
Not yet. Sorry.
We're going to talk to Turkey, like Ted Turner, about some professional wrestling.
I cut my children's hair too. For a long time, they don't want me to do it now. But
We're going to talk about NXT debuting on the CW, 5 years of AEW Dynamite, the new blue Intercontinental Championship belt, which AEW star has been hospitalized, WWE doing WWE stuff, which viral sensation is all elite. We're going to preview WWE Bad Blood 2024, which hip-hop star was sitting VIP in last night's Pro Wrestling Noah show, and what's our match count for 2024, the year of our Lord. And I'm going to make Sammy Daddy say his first this time. Ooh. All that on this episode of Room.
So what do you got?
Well, an AEW wrestler, an AEW star, I'd say,
Okay.
has been injured.
What?
Actually, he's not injured, but he is in the hospital.
He?
Yeah.
In the hospital.
Yeah, but I don't know if you should guess. I mean, that seems kind of like
Illness?
cynical. Yeah.
I'm guessing why, not who. That'd be
Okay,
wrong.
okay,
It's an
okay.
illness?
Yeah. I mean, what illness do you think these guys got?
Tuberculosis.
No.
I don't know. What's the other one's? Typhoid fever.
You're very close.
Really? With typhoid fever?
No.
I don't. Just tell me. Tell me what he's got.
So
tell me who it
Luchasaurus / Killswitch.
Really?
Yeah, friend of the well, not of the
Friend
show, but
of-
friend of you.
To a point.
His fiance found him collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital, and it was determined that his blood oxygen level was below 80%, and he had pneumonia.
Whoa.
They said he was days away from permanent lung damage. Fightful Select reported this and made sure that they got his family's permission before putting it out.
So this seems like they figured it out in time before there was permanent
Yeah,
damage.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess they figured it out because he was passed out on the floor,
That
and his wife,
is
her fiance, was like, "Oh,
Hey, he doesn't usually do this till 7 o'clock.
yeah, right,
Kind of thing.
yeah,
So, no, I'm glad. Well, it sounds like he'll be fine.
yeah." He will. I mean, I think so.
When was he? Was he on recently? I mean, he's been there wrestling and stuff. So
Yeah, I believe he was on Dynamite last week, if I
We'd
remember correctly.
We'd have no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea he had blood oxygen
Pneumonia.
level of under 80%. I can never tell from looking at somebody.
That's some bad blood. Taz. No,
No,
that's the wrong thing.
Yeah. Jumping the gun there.
I know. I'm just trying it out. I'm trying different things out, seeing what sticks.
So WWE,
Okay.
you've heard of them.
Yeah.
They have in July, Daniel Bryanson, as you say,
Yeah.
he filed for the trademark to the Yes for purposes
thing?
of wrestling merchandise and all that jazz, right?
The thing he does.
That's that thing he
Yeah.
does. And then WWE sent him a letter saying that he can't do that. I don't know how they worded it here.
I think that's what the letter from their lawyer said.
According to Fightful, Danielson previously filed a trademark on the phrase on July 29th.
Okay.
He later stated he received a legal letter from WWE, and then he abandoned the trademark. Well, now WWE has filed for the trademark.
What
and,
what is this issue over? Yes. Three yeses.
Yeah.
Exclamation
I think
points?
any amount of yeses, but especially yes,
I don't know.
yes, yes.
I don't think you just get to. Like.
Well, I guess it is yes,
each
yes,
amount,
yes.
Each amount would have to be its own trademark.
Here's what it says.
If
Full
it's-
description. Are you ready?
I guess. Yes.
Ooh.
Test. No.
You're,
Right, I'm getting there.
You're getting excited here. It says clothing, namely tops, shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, hoodies, outerwear, namely coats, bottoms, pants, shorts, underwear, dresses, pajamas, lingerie, clothing ties, scarves, gloves, swimwear, Halloween and masquerade costumes, footwear, shoes, sneakers, slippers, flip-flops, boots, headwear, namely hats, caps, wristbands, bandanas, championship trophy belts, entertainment services, namely wrestling exhibitions,
There we go.
and performances by a professional wrestler and entertainer rendered and through broadcast media, including television and radio, and via the internet or commercial online services, providing wrestling news and information via a global computer network, providing information in the fields of sports and entertainment via an online community portal, providing a website in the field of sports entertainment information, fan club services, organizing sports events in the name of wrestling for wrestling fan club members, organizing social entertainment events for entertainment purposes for wrestling club members, providing online newsletters in the field of sports entertainment, online journals, namely blogs, in the field of sports entertainment. So that's the trademark, is all that. Most of the stuff I don't see them doing. I don't think they're going to make any merchandise. It's just to stop Bryan Danielson from doing it, and WWE or AEW for doing it.
Yeah, I can't see why they would make anything new.
They're not gonna. Well, but they wouldn't do that.
Why?
Now, maybe you can make the argument that there's something that we don't know. Like maybe Bryan Danielson's planning to go back after he retires from AEW. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible.
I never say no. I think we just talked about it. I'll never. I don't want to say I won't be surprised, but I'll never. I know it's always never say never in wrestling. Well, you're right, because I won't.
Yeah, but sometimes you can say never.
But yeah, like never open weight.
Good one there, man. Also, you could say never, like if someone was to say, do you think Chris Benoit is going to return at SummerSlam this year? I would say never.
What if his son comes back under the name Chris Benoit?
I guess that's a never say never thing, but I definitely don't think that would happen.
They could sign his son. What's his son? His son wants to wrestle.
You know, speaking of Chris Benoit, I've been rewatching WCW Nitros again, like I was before.
Yeah.
And I watched Dynamite last week, and then I watched the go home show of Nitro to World War III 1995.
Okay.
And then 4 more Nitros. And then WCW Starrcade 95, which was the World Cup of WCW versus New Japan. So it was like the original Forbidden Door. And then 2 more episodes of Nitro. So I've been watching a lot more wrestling than usual.
No, it's always good to watch as much wrestling as possible.
But I've been seeing a lot of Benoit. This is the time where he's in the Four Horsemen.
Okay.
And I've never really seen much of the original Brian Pillman Senior, I call him. But man, I love that guy.
He's pretty cool.
He's great. He's so energetic, and he's got a lot of attitude. And I mean, I know that like in a couple months of where I am, he's not going to be in WCW anymore, unfortunately for me.
Right,
but he's great, and he's my favorite member of the current Four Horsemen.
He's I knew him from, or originally was introduced or whatever in WWF. Yeah. So he was just like the crazy guy, loose cannon, whatever.
Yeah, the loose cannon.
And it's not like he was bad then, but I think he was injured and stuff. That that's kind of what I remember is. Was it his ankle that was hurt?
I believe so.
Stuff with Stone Cold and the Hart Foundation.
And like I know of that stuff from going back and watching it, so but I never
got him in his. I mean, I guess like in his prime in one way, but not like physically. So then being able to see stuff of him younger, WCW later. He's good.
It's crazy because he's good. He's leagues beyond Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Chris Benoit, where I'm watching right now. Like he's almost as good of a wrestler as them, but he's got so much more personality than them.
I think he's definitely somebody that gets brought up, and I think maybe because his son's around, so like keeps his name fresh in people's minds. He was always somebody that came up as an influence to a lot of people, I feel like, from the for sure. Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression era of wrestling. But yeah, I think if he would have been around longer, he'd have even more people. And I think he's widely admired and a lot of people like him, but I think it would be even more. Then more people would know the name and remember him if he was around a little bit longer.
So not necessarily related to Brian Pillman, but like I watched Starrcade 95, and there was a triangle match between Sting, Lex Luger, and by the way, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but like watching WCW, I really like Lex Luger. I've never liked him entire life. I think it's his entrance theme. He's got a super cool entrance theme, and because he's friends with Sting,
it adds to it. Lex was fine.
Yeah, I mean he's been a little bit sus where I am right now, and he's kind of like seems like he's gonna screw over Sting. And it's like, man, Sting is like the most gullible guy.
Sting is.
He just will accept you as his friend, whether you should be trusted or not.
Join the Horsemen.
Yeah,
you guys won't do nothing bad to me. But then, Yeah, Sting gets tricked a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, poor little bugger.
He ends up all right.
One thing I find very weird, and it's not really necessarily related to wrestling, but they always, what is the word they always say? They're always like, this team doesn't have any cohesiveness.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that bugs the shit out of me.
The
And I looked
word?
it up, and cohesiveness is a word, but so is cohesion. Can't we just say cohesion?
Cohesive.
Like
Cohesiveness.
like it's kind of like when someone says, "I want to conversate with you."
You know what they say on WWE a lot? And maybe they've cooled down, I don't know. But they'd always say, like, so who's fighting? We'll say it's Finn Balor, former champion, versus Seth Rollins while he's the champion or something. And they'll be saying, oh, Finn's got the upper hand. He's doing this. You know, he's a champion. He's a former world champion in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say in his own right.
Yeah,
He just is a former world champion.
Okay.
They said it enough that it was like
Uh-huh.
the light would go off every time
Yeah,
I heard it.
right.
So I feel like Corey Graves would always say it.
Corey
But I feel like I've heard other people say it too.
Yeah.
So I think it was something they would throw out there, but I can remember it was like Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss or whatever.
Yeah.
And whoever wasn't champion was fighting the champion. They're like, well, she's a former champion in her own right. It's like, no, I feel like you would say that
If she
was never
good enough to be
actually- yeah.
champion, and she was almost like
Yeah.
she was like one day she's going to be champion.
One day
She's a
she'll do
champion in
it.
her own right.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they're using it the right way, but
It just
I
doesn't
don't
sound right.
like it.
No, I don't like it either. And we're going to write a letter to them. Creamers, go on Instagram, X, or Threads, and at WWE and say, enough is enough.
Yeah. Stop it.
Hashtag room for cream.
Hashtag-
Make sure that part.
Hashtag room for cream.
And at the show as well. Except
room
for an X because we don't have that.
No. Room dot.
Yeah.
4 dot cream.
Yeah. Watching all this WCW Nitro makes me want to just do all of our graphics and everything that we do to be like Nitro.
throwback?
I'm in love with it.
Nitro's cool, man.
I'm glad that I never watched it because now I get to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
and
and
like
enjoy it.
And I'm like, oh, I know that guy, but I didn't like. I just watched William Regal or Sir Stephen Regal or whatever they call him, Lord Stephen Regal, versus Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
And I mean, they probably had matches in WWE, but like this is,
Sure,
but it wasn't as good as
was
this.
different.
This was competitive and like really good. And then I got to see him versus Regal versus Benoit, and like I get to see Sting versus Hogan and things that I never saw before, and it's awesome. WCW is good.
Ted Turner, man. No, WCW was always cool. Well,
I think so. Well, like
that's not true.
I just saw the episode though. I will say something bad about it. Like a couple episodes ago of Nitro was when Alundra Blaze drops the WCW
belt?
women's title, and I didn't know it was about to happen. She just like shows up, and I'm
It's
like, oh, this
within-
is that.
It's like 2 minutes into the
Yeah.
show.
And I'm like, holy shit! And I haven't seen her since. And it's been like 3 or 4
Yeah.
episodes, and I'm like, are they even have women wrestlers in WCW?
No.
What was the whole? They just signed her so
just
she could drop the belt in the trash. I think.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
She gave it back though. They gave it back after.
That's good. They got all the Pepsi off of it.
You did.
Yeah.
Uh
I love the commentators
that,
too.
yeah.
By the way, I love fucking Bobby Heenan.
I was gonna say Bobby the Brain, Eric Bischoff, and McMichael. Mario
Yeah,
McMichael?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then whenever I watch one of the pay-per-views and it's like Shivani, I'm always like, when does Shivani ever become a Nitro commentator?
I thought so.
Because I want to hear
for
him
sure.
more.
Go to hell, Hulk Hogan.
I know he says that, and
That's
but
the
that's a
pay-per-view.
Bash at the
That's
Beach.
a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
because
does it.
I thought of that, and then
I liked when they have Larry Zbyszko.
oh yeah, they have Larry Legend.
That was cool because I didn't know who Larry Zbyszko
Did you meet
was
him?
when I was a kid.
Like,
At
recently?
AIW.
Yeah.
It was their Royal Rumble, but not their last Royal Rumble, so it's not called the Royal Rumble. Gauntlet for the Gold.
Okay. See, they call it Gauntlet too, but it's not really a gauntlet.
Well, it's.
Are you mad at them too?
I haven't gone since.
Taz.
All right, I got it now.
Yeah, I did it for you.
Thank you. I don't remember.
Well, they also had
The Gauntlet for the Gold.
They also, oh yeah, the Gauntlet. for the Gold.
2023.
And you met old.
I got to
Larry.
meet old Larry Zbyszko.
That's pretty cool.
He's cool.
He's old as shit.
He just kind of. It was who did they have that time? Larry Zbyszko.
Eric Bischoff.
Abdullah
Right?
the Butcher.
Oh, that was a different time.
The Butcher.
It was Eric. Yeah, Abdullah the Butcher.
I didn't see Eric Bischoff. Abdullah the Butcher had one of the longest lines I've seen for somebody at an independent show.
Yeah, I was at the show too, but I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
You go over there? Cardona
No.
was there.
When I the
Didn't they have a third older guy at that one?
I want to say it was Ricky Steamboat. Did that happen?
That wasn't at that one.
I don't think they had anybody else then.
I thought it was somebody else, but I can't remember. But
They
Larry
also-
Zbyszko was very nice,
That's good.
and I liked him on TV.
Taz. Then like one of the other things they had on one of these nitros, like Charles Barkley,
Okay.
that basketball player who's named after Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah.
He came out and he did some stuff, and some other athletes, professional athletes, did as
Okay.
well.
And this is 95, you said?
Yeah, so like I was alright seeing some celebrities. Speaking of celebrities in wrestling,
What?
which hip hop star was at Pro Wrestling Noah last night in the VIP section?
Taz.
But yeah, so Kanye West,
Yay.
Sorry, you're right. Was at the.
I heard WWE's trying to trademark that too.
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
Great. That's
Thank you.
good. That was very good. But yeah, no. Let's see what they said. Kanye was at Noah and interacted with Super Crazy.
Super Crazy's over there?
I guess so. And
Still going?
it was said that he was very into the show, clapping and cheering and standing up for big moments of the show.
I saw a quick clip. I don't know who it was, but they were up by him.
Yeah.
And I like maybe a picture or two, and he looked happy.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he really enjoyed it. I don't know if he's a wrestling fan
Yeah, I have no idea.
normally.
Because I know, like, Jason Segel, right? Yeah, the actor.
We've talked about him before.
He was on, like, the Pro Wrestling Revolver show.
Really?
And he was, like, involved in the show. Like, he was yelling at Sammy Callahan. He was like, Callahan!
The guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah. And Freaks and Geeks.
What's the show everybody
SOC
liked?
Punk.
Oh, I Met Your Mother?
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, he's in that as well.
I didn't watch that.
It's fine.
I know. It's
I
one
can
of
take
those
it or
where
leave
I've
it.
already heard, like, oh, the
Yeah.
ending sucks, so don't watch it.
Oh, that's how I feel about The Godfather, though. And everybody says, no, don't do that.
The
This-
Godfather?
Yeah, the whole
like
trilogy.
all three of them?
I've never seen them.
Well, how do you know you don't like the ending, then?
I just know that it's bad. It's like a piece of pop culture.
Oh, the
facts.
third one?
Yeah.
You just don't have to watch it, then. Just watch the first one.
Is it okay?
I read the book.
Well, I heard both the first
How about
and the
that?
second are good.
The first and the second are good.
Because like I've heard people say
Definitely.
Francis Ford Coppola is going to go down as one of the greats because he's made the two greatest movies of all time, Godfather and The Godfather Part 2. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're the greatest ever, but I think they're up there. If you say that's your favorite, I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not going to... I feel like when people say that, they're just saying it. Because like, they think they're supposed...
like
Like,
people are like, Stanley
oh,
Kubrick is my favorite director.
Probably Citizen Kane's my favorite.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
Creamers. I'll say it. Citizen Kane is... All right. I'm not going to sit here and say...
I like it.
I'm not going to say it sucks.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Yeah. I like the
It's
I like
fine.
the cinematography.
It's fine. Cool.
Yeah. But the
Is
story
it the best ever?
No, it's not that great.
it
No,
the
no,
best
no, no, no.
cinematography
No, it's not
ever?
the best ever. It's not
That's
even
what
the
I'm
best
saying.
of that decade.
Exactly. So don't...
Yeah, but it's fine. You're right. You know what?
Citizen Kane.
We're gonna agree on this one. Yeah. Speaking of Gain, did I send you that?
You sent me that.
There's in I think what is it
What-
TNT
what-
in England? The
I have
promotion?
no idea what promotion.
Because
but I'm
remember there
all
was
about
Blue
it.
Cane,
Yeah,
and
I
then
think somebody did a green cane.
Did they?
Everybody, that's one of those things. People will say it's like a Mandela effect that Kane wore green, but he didn't.
no, he never did.
Maybe in the video game,
Yeah,
you would make him
yeah,
green.
right.
I remember. I think you could do it in one like a No Mercy or one of those,
yeah,
and you
it
could
was.
like slide the bar to like pick different colors.
Yeah.
So you could just make him change his color. Like I wouldn't change his color. I would just do the bar just to see them all.
Yeah,
But yeah, what were you saying? TNT UK?
yeah. They have a new Kane
Rip
adjacent
off.
character called Gain.
Rainbow Cane.
Yeah, he was in the Rainbow Rumble. Yeah,
Is that what it was? Yeah, he's
Gay Kane.
yeah, that's where they get the name. That's gotta be Gain.
Let's see what else they got. Let's see what else they
I
got.
watched the
about
Vince
this.
McMahon thing. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was alright. It was kind of
Better
like,
than Citizen Kane.
it was okay. Yeah, I mean, but Citizen Kane,
Cinnamon-
Vince McMahon, both bad dudes.
It didn't make me not like him more. Like I'm still at the level of
Yeah, you're not like, man, I thought he was
Anything-
fine, but now I'm not into him.
anything. Well, no, I mean like I didn't like him
No,
going in, and I'm like, man, they're gonna
Right, you
they're
don't
gonna bury this.
you don't hate him
motherfucker.
more than you already hated him, or dislike him more than you
No,
already
if
disliked him.
anything, I don't want to say sympathize, empathize.
Because he was
In certain aspects,
because
but I almost feel like Vince McMahon is somebody like, and I'm not saying like like as a kid, you're like, oh man, Mr. McMahon, he's got it all. Like you hated him, but you're like, oh, he's a millionaire. He runs this place. He's with all the good-looking divas at the time or whatever. So you think he's like cool. But then watching that made me just feel like bad for him because he pretty much is like, all right, yeah, I'm not Mr. McMahon. I'm Vince McMahon. But he like goes as far as to be like, there's Mr. McMahon, then there's Mr. McMahon the character, then there's Vince McMahon the owner, businessman, whatever, and then there's like the real Vince McMahon, and like he doesn't even know who the real Vince McMahon is.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the first thing he says on the first
tell you
episode is,
anything.
yeah, he's like, I wish I could tell you the real stories, but I can't let you know the real.
But
man.
it's more. I don't even think it's like, and I didn't think they like. I don't know any of the stuff from up until the allegations from 2022 or whatever it was. I think it's like well-known knowledge with wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So if you're not in, or you're a casual fan, or you don't know a thing about wrestling, it's probably riveting. But knowing it all, like there was a guy at I was talking to that was listening to it at work, and he I was like, oh, do they talk about that lady ref? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm sure they will. And then like an hour later, he came up to me.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they talked about the lady ref.
Yeah, it's funny that you refer to her as that because that's what they referred to her as.
I don't remember
Back
the
then.
name.
Yeah,
Look at this, we got a lady ref.
yeah,
That's how they talked back then. But yeah, it's just almost like sad. Like I wish, the thing I don't know why nobody does is like, I have to assume, I know he's older, but he's not like ancient. So there had to be people that grew up with him, like neighbors or people from school.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
something. Like I wanted to hear like those
Right.
people tell me because
Yeah.
when even Shane McMahon says something early on in maybe the first episode, like the Vince you're getting is like the Vince he's letting you see, and he admits to it multiple
Right,
times.
and then they show like all sorts of people, even Bruce Pritchard being
Yeah.
like, no, he is Mr. McMahon.
Oh, it's great because he's like, I don't think I'm Mr.
Yeah.
McMahon, and that, like 4 people, it's like
Yeah, and
Tony
like,
Atlas, Bruce
Yeah.
Pritchard, and like 2 other people. They're
and
like,
like the
oh
other,
yeah, he's that.
and the other people that they show are people who I feel like could just be like they don't really know him super well, but I feel like you've got Bruce Pritchard, who's
Pritchard does.
essentially
Undertaker
Vince
was in
McMahon's
there.
like lapdog.
Trish was in it. I feel like
Yeah.
Trish Stratus would know.
And it was interesting that she was like, I didn't really feel demeaned by any of that stuff. Like,
Yeah,
'cause that,
it's
as fans, we
wild
always
to
felt like she
see.
probably was like hating it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's just weird to, like I said, they didn't make me dislike him more.
Mm-hmm.
If you went in liking him or not, or having no feelings, then you would probably hate him. But I think anybody listening to something like what we're doing right now knows
Yeah.
the kind of guy you're
Yeah.
getting.
I feel like the only thing, like my big takeaways from it were Shane
Yeah.
seems much more sympathetic.
Yeah,
than-
he just
than-
wants. There's kind of like a cats in the cradle thing going because
Yeah,
like all
that's good-
Vince
that's a good way
wanted
to
was
look
to
at
be
it.
accepted,
Yeah.
and then Shane just he gave me a hug after
Mm-hmm.
the Undertaker beat me up.
Right. And then he was like, my boy
I found
is
that-
just like me.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then they made that song.
That's
They
crazy.
karaoke'd that song after.
Yeah, that was the big finale
That
of
was
the
the
film.
finale. Whatever. We didn't even say we were going to talk about this.
Well, it's all right because, and then I also thought Brett came across really well too
Brett?
because he felt like more fair than ever.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean
It was weird when out of nowhere he's like, yeah, Bill Goldberg.
I know, right? And he was like,
The only person I hate more than Vince McMahon is
Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
Goldberg.
he was like, yeah, and then I hit Vince
No.
McMahon in the face. But you know what? I was thinking when I did it was that Triple H never had a very good match. No, but I think he.
No, he was very fair, level-headed.
Right, he
even,
was like
with
my brother.
they
I
talk
don't
about
blame
all-
my brother's death
Yeah,
on them.
They talked about Owen. They talked about all of it.
Yeah.
No, Bret. That's the most I've liked listening to Bret Hart do an interview in years.
And Triple H came off really well too.
I think
Especially
everybody did besides Vince.
Yeah, Vince didn't come off great, but I also don't really ever think Bruce Pritchard comes off good because he just seems like he's like a phony guy to me.
Well, even I like his like podcast and stuff.
Rumor
I
and
haven't listened in a
rumor
while.
and innuendo. What does he say?
Rumor and innuendo.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he loves wrestling.
Sure.
So he's coming from a good place and stuff. But on the last episode, because I think he's one of the only ones that goes back to do interviews after the allegation.
Yeah.
And he kind of like leans into the guys about like, well, this is just a hit piece and da 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 da. Like,
Yeah.
Matt, and I'm like, it wasn't that bad.
No.
Like,
And also, it's not inaccurate. But
and
I
you got
do.
Vince McMahon's side. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think it was.
A hit piece.
I don't know. It wasn't. They didn't make him look good, but like Vince didn't. I don't know. Vince says it the whole time. He's like, "I'm a businessman. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do."
The dude even admitted to the storyline where he wanted to impregnate Stephanie.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah,
that was a weird one.
It was.
I did. That's a unanswered question because they asked her about is it weird? Do you turn it down? And she's like, "Well, I've turned him down twice, and I'm not even gonna bring up the one."
Yeah.
And then they go right.
And like
into
the
that.
thing is
so is that the one?
I mean, I'm assuming because
That
that's
she
the one that
wasn't
we've all always known about.
That's what I'm saying. So there's another one.
Yeah.
I wonder what the other one is. Something with the boogeyman, I bet.
You think? Well, what about Mach? Wasn't there those weird rumors?
There's rumors that Macho Man had a relationship with her
when she was a teenager,
younger than she should have been. I don't know if I believe that.
Taz. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. Vince McMahon. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Mr. McMahon. Stephanie McMahon. Triple H.
Another person I thought came off really well in the documentary.
Shoemaker?
I don't know if you're going to agree with me. Well, yes. But also Meltzer. He was just facts. He wasn't saying.
The only thing I'll say is like I said, we know the players in this game.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how somebody that has no idea who anybody in that is.
I know.
Came off. The only thing with like Meltzer, I'm like, well, I know he hates him.
Yeah.
So, but none of his facts were like.
But he did used to have a relationship with him back then.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's.
Yeah, it was weird, and it's not like I haven't seen it before, but like them sitting next to each other on was it Donahue when they were calling Vince out for the steroid stuff. So that's weird to me that like that's up until now, and he still technically hasn't gotten any trouble, but that's like the most trouble he's ever potentially faced is that he might have given some adults steroids, like consensually, compared to all the other allegations and bad things that have been said about him. That's the only thing they've ever tried to go with. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird to me.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, there's probably something coming his way soon. It seems like, but maybe I shouldn't say soon, but near future.
Yeah. Speaking of the near future,
what?
Tonight, as we're recording this, NXT debuting
in about an hour
on the C-Dub.
47 minutes.
I feel kind of bad for NXT because it's the debate tonight. The VP.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't work in their favor.
Because like the first one got like 40 million views.
Really?
Yeah.
But this is VPs.
Hold on, what was it?
So this will be 20.
It will definitely not be as much, but I think people are going to tune into it for sure. 67 million.
What does that mean? Like live?
Yes, live. But the thing is I was who was it? Alvarez was talking about it the other day, not because of the debate,
just that it was,
but because of what the
CW
CW ratings going forward, or sorry, the ratings for NXT going forward are going to be kind of contentious because all network television is, because if you have like if you don't have like a digital TV, you know how you could like put those like that antenna on there,
the rabbit ears.
If you do it that way, it doesn't count your ratings.
It doesn't?
No. So anybody who does it that way,
I feel like you're going to get a ton more people from that.
So like
because we have that. At
so
my
it's
house,
so whenever they do ratings for network shows, they always know it's actually more than whatever they say it is. Because they have.
I think they're going to be one of the highest rated wrestling shows out there.
It's going to be
on the CW,
and it's going to be probably the highest rated show on the CW.
Or I guess I should rephrase that with the information you've just given me. It might not be the highest rated, but it'll be the most watched. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, another funny thing is if you think about it, is like
man. They got a big show too. Like I think CM Punk will be there.
He's a special guest rep.
Somebody else will be there,
and they have a new design.
And another man will be there.
Did you see
and a woman?
Did you see the new logo?
No.
It's just a grayscale version of the NXT logo.
Really?
Even the little like checkmark thingy that's under the WWE logo is gray.
Ooh.
It's like they just made it gray.
Why is that a CW thing? What else does the CW have?
Well, they're changing everything. They took down the set from that they had. They took everything down.
Aren't they traveling?
I don't think so.
They're in St. Louis.
Are they?
Randy Orton's going to be there. He's fighting somebody.
Is he?
I think they're supposed to be traveling.
I do want to watch it, but I am going to be watching the debate. But that's why I was thinking, like, man,
well, you know what's great is you can watch either one later.
That's true. But I think
whatever
it would be
choose,
cool,
Kramer,
if because there's a CW app. I think it's called CW Seed.
Seed?
Yeah, I don't know why. And then I was like, well, everything that's on the CW, like, Arrow,
Gossip Girls,
all that crap is on Max, and I definitely don't imagine that NXT is going to be on Max. When AEW,
well, they usually put it up like the day after on Peacock. They used to. So I would think that's probably still part of their deal.
Yeah, okay.
But I think a lot of people were watching it through the WWE network, like originally.
Yeah, like the
Well, I mean,
like the original NXT.
It was only on that. Then once it went to USA, I think, did I say that right? Then they would still get a lot of people on WWE network.
Right on, man.
I don't know.
So
all I
yeah,
guess.
so they took all the color out, but you know what?
Weird.
They also WWE also added some color to something.
What?
The Intercontinental Championship.
Oh boy, I love it.
What do you love it?
I think it's a really what blue is that? That's what I want to know. It's a really good blue,
It's a very good blue,
like a sky blue.
reminiscent of the like Attitude Era Intercontinental belt, which I think is underrated. I don't know why everybody hates that design. I love it. It makes me think of Jericho Benoit
Yeah,
era.
I got no problem with
angle.
that one.
I mean,
no problem with that one.
I liked it when it was tiny too. Remember how it was like small, and then suddenly
It
it
was
was
weird
like big,
when it was big.
bigger. But I liked it
Yeah.
when it was little too. I like that. I think it's a great design.
Fine with it.
But
no,
it's
I
like
like
the
that
same
they
blue
added
as
this
that.
to it. It's
Yeah.
just a little something extra.
And it makes it goes a long way.
It sticks out.
Uh huh.
No, I like it. Why not?
No, it's and I know that. So like watching all these nitros
Yeah.
makes this probably doesn't gonna make any sense. But watching all these nitros and then seeing the new Intercontinental belt and crap like that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I kind of want to start watching WWE like every week.
Yeah.
I'm when they go on Netflix.
get what you're saying.
I just may. I have
Watch
to get
it.
Netflix because I don't have it.
I mean, you'll be fine. You can find it.
Yeah.
It's just you go to the App Store, and then you.
I would do that whole thing where you just keep getting a free trial and then
Yeah.
canceling it, but they don't have free trials.
They don't do free trials no more.
No,
Oh man.
another shit.
What are you gonna do? You can find it in the. They do a lot of clips.
You think I could watch WWE in clips?
Get TikTok. You can watch it like a minute at a time.
Okay. Well, speaking of TikTok,
Yeah. What
tell them
about it?
Sammy Daddy because I don't know anything about these guys.
The newest All Elite wrestler,
Yeah, who's All Elite?
the Costco guy, AJ,
I believe his name is AJ. Yeah.
AJ Justice, Big Justice.
Yeah.
One of them's AJ and one
Yeah.
of them's
No,
Big
you're right.
Justice.
It is
Have you
Big
seen
Justice.
these guys?
I seen them.
Well, they were at AEW recently.
They were in the audience.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah, they were in the audience for All Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
That was
Yeah.
the first time I ever seen them in my life.
I saw the. I'm not saying like, I saw them before they were a big deal, but I remember seeing it a while ago and not knowing anything about it and
Yeah.
watching it and being like, this is weird, but like you couldn't look away.
Yeah.
And they were just eating food at a Costco,
Okay. And they go boom.
and they give
or
it a
bang.
boom or a doom.
Okay.
So his big deal is the double chunk chocolate cookie
Okay. Yeah.
because he says it. That's like
Now, did you listen to Greg's podcast where he's talking about how he hates these
them.
guys? Yeah.
And it's fair. It is. It's really weird. I have. I don't know how you feel about AI, but I didn't know like you could just get ChatGPT as an app.
Mhm. Oh, it's an app.
Yeah, I had
thought
no
it was
idea.
I just thought you go on the website.
I just thought it was a fucking computer somewhere that you go and talk to or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not.
But
a
I
computer.
got an app. I was going to get another app in the App Store, and it said like number 2 in productivity, and I'm like, that's a weird category. Normally I'm
Yeah.
in games, and I look at the, like what games. So I'm like, what's the number 1 productivity app? And it was ChatGPT, and we got into a long discussion about
You and ChatGPT did?
ChatGPT. It's amazing.
Well, I'm not gonna say my wife uses it to do her homework, but
Well, she might use it to find phrasing.
she
Could you-
definitely
hey,
she
what's
just types in
what's a-
write a paper for me.
What's a professional way to say fuck off? And it'll tell you.
Oh, nice.
It's cool. But we got into a long discussion, I guess that's what you call it, about not morality, but like maybe the morality of like using these kids to like get famous.
That's fair.
'Cause
Like
we talked about,
exploitation.
like the Rizzler.
yeah.
He's part of it, but he's not part of the family.
Were you thinking about exploiting your children, or
I was just seeing how easy it is, what loopholes there are,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
yeah?
How
Many T-shirts?
It's
can I make?
weird. It's weird, man.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's that family.
Was that NXT?
Yeah, that's actually NXT we're hearing down there.
We're in St. Louis. Just
Yeah.
kidding. We're in Cleveland.
Now that it's in CW, it's all children.
That's the city
Yeah.
we live in. That's what I thought CW stood for, was Cleveland. We live here.
Wow, that's really nice.
But it's not.
No.
I mean, there's really not a lot more to get into, but the Costco guy said he signed a contract with AEW for 1 match. They don't know the place yet. They don't know against who yet. I will tell you the answer if you want to know, but
I'd
or
love
you can
to.
just be surprised. All in. Nope. All out in Texas.
No,
Right.
All In is in Texas.
Yep. All in Texas.
Mhm.
Costco guy versus Daniel Bryanson, he's going to be the guy that retires him.
Wow. That's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
That's
Well-
probably the most bold prediction I've ever heard in my life.
That's what I give it a boom.
I
That's
get
what
it.
they do.
Okay. I kind of feel like he's going to face Cole Cabana because
Well, they've been doing stuff and they do the boom thing.
they both do boom. Yeah. And plus, I just miss Colt on TV.
I don't know why he isn't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Now that other guy's gone, he should be on every week for crying out loud. You know what I mean?
That the other guy's gone?
Yeah. CM Punk?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, CBS and Warner Brothers merged. So the C from CBS and the W from Warner Bros.
CBS, WB,
Just CW.
CUWB.
It's kind of like, remember Mid Park High School? How it was Middlebury Heights and Brook Park?
Yeah, Mid Park.
Or My Broby, Camp My Broby?
Middleburg. Bry. Wait,
Bro,
bro.
from Brook Park.
Brook Park.
And
Berea.
Did you know they were going to call the high school My Broby High School?
No.
You know how they just call it Berea Mid Park?
Uh-huh.
So basically, listeners at home, if you're not
Yeah, I was going to say.
creamers, if you don't know what we're talking about, there's like the
Local high
3
school.
cities that all have the same school district.
It's like a tri-state area, but
Yeah.
it's tri-cities.
Yeah, and
they're
they
small.
and whenever they do things, they always just take some of the letters from one of the cities' names and put it together. So they
Yeah.
have a thing called Camp My Broby.
You go in like 6th grade, 7th grade,
I wasn't living here yet,
6th grade.
but
You go to camp for a week.
for the word My Broby, it's MI for Middleburg Heights, BRO for Brook Park, and then BE from Berea. And they were gonna. So then the high schools in the district, Berea High School, Mid Park High School, they merged into one, and all the schools did.
Most
And now they just call it Berea Mid Park.
Yeah, lazy.
But they were gonna call it My Broby,
Okay.
but they didn't want to because they didn't want it to be called My Broby High.
See, I was like, why are we talking about this? But then now that we got there, and I'm upset that I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
And that's legitimately the
My
reason.
Broby High.
I would do but that's actually the reason that they didn't name it that. So now Middleburg Heights is just like, we don't care about you. I guess the mid from Mid Park, but
But still, yeah, my Broby.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. My Broby High.
Yeah. What the funny thing is most of those people's bros will be high.
Yeah, it's fine. You're in high school.
Yeah, for crying out loud.
Grow up. It's legal.
Right.
In Cleveland, the city that we live in. I
Yeah.
don't know about you, creamers, but it's legal.
Yeah, but if you live in some, lame place,
Yeah,
you could.
you might. And we're sorry. We invite you here.
Yeah. Tell me about it. So, I don't know. I've got
CW.
I've got no bad blood about it. Speaking of bad blood,
Yeah.
WWF Bad Blood 2024, the year
It's
of our
back.
Lord.
It's back. Red Blood is back.
Now, if I remember correctly, the very first Hell in a Cell, what took place on Bad Blood?
That's got to be Gain.
Yeah.
It was wasn't it Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker?
Yeah.
In the first ever Hell in a Cell.
It was just voted the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time.
That one?
Yeah. I mean, match-wise, probably.
Because I mean, really, the Undertaker Mankind one's probably the most famous.
Yeah. No,
but
for sure.
That wasn't like a good match. That
But,
was
dude,
like a murder.
Didn't that kind of ruin the match for you, though? Every time you saw Hell in a
That
Cell,
didn't-
weren't you like, someone's going to get thrown off the cage?
And
someone's gonna
anytime
get...
they did it-
And it never happens again.
I mean, it's happened, but like it's never that.
Oh, yeah, I guess Rikishi.
Rikishi fell
yeah.
at that hay bale thing or the back of
Yeah,
the truck.
Shane jumped off.
Shane jumped off.
But it wasn't like
Or like when they fell off like the side of it.
Yeah.
Like extremely dangerous.
the way Shawn Michaels did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like extremely dangerous, but it just doesn't seem like it's not getting launched off of it to the floor.
Right.
Or then chokeslam through it.
Right.
I think what people don't remember is like they went through tax after that. Like there was a match after that. Terry Funk lost a shoe.
Well, didn't Terry
think that
Funk
was Terry Funk.
Didn't Terry Funk tell Mick Foley, like, because the story goes that Foley was like, I don't know how I'm going to top that Michaels Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And then Terry Funk was like, just start it off on top of the Hell in a Cell. I
Did
can't
he?
do it. Yeah.
I believe that. The only thing I remember hearing is I think Vince or somebody came up to Mankind and was like, "You been up there?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm ready." Like, "Yeah, I've been up there." And he's like, "I haven't been up there ever." Like, no, I was never up there. I couldn't go up there, or else I wouldn't do it.
Do you think if you were him and it was like, all right, Undertaker's like, it's time for me to throw you down.
He said, "Bombs away."
Yeah. Do you think that you'd be like able to do it, or do you think you'd be like, dude, I can't do this?
Well, I
Can
mean,
you
I
just
think you don't have
tombstone me?
a like with the Undertaker. Like he would just throw you.
You think
off.
Undertaker would do that? I'm not saying he wouldn't.
I don't think like if you're like no, don't do it, but
Mhm.
like you're already. I don't know. I'd like to think I could, but no, probably not.
Right. I mean, it's not a very
You
big
could like
target.
easily just die.
Right.
You could just snap your neck. I know we're not breaking any news here that was a dangerous thing to
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. You're aiming for a table. It's like you're not even aiming
Right.
for anything good.
Right. And you're doing a flip, so you can't really see when you're going to land.
It was the first swanton bomb I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah. And it was the worst one, honestly. It
Yeah.
was not very great form by Mankind.
They stopped doing it after that.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. There's that one him and Triple H had where they had like the flaming barbed wire
Okay,
bat
yeah,
on the
yeah,
top.
that's
That was
right.
cool.
Yeah, that one was all right.
I'm sure there was other ones.
Well, there's just so many
Shane
because of that
McMahon
stupid
jumped off
pay-per-view.
twice?
No, I think he's only in one.
I thought he was only the one with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Or no, didn't he go to jump? Somebody went to jump on Kevin Owens and then Sami Zayn pulled him off.
Well, whatever one you're now talking about, I have not
When
seen.
Kevin Owens headbutted Vince McMahon.
I didn't
Wasn't
even
it
know this
during all
happens.
that? He headbutted and busted him open.
It was on all that.
The-
AW All In, AW All Out,
Like
WWE
about
All That. Yeah.
Like the
Nickelodeon,
90s
yeah.
Nickelodeon show.
Well, how many matches do you think are on this tape?
Bad Blood? 5.
Or I guess Preem, I call it then, right?
I call it a premium live.
Yeah, you're right, 5.
They're all 5 now.
Can you name them all in alphabetical order?
I don't even know how to do the alphabetical order part.
Uh,
CM Punk.
Okay, that's
C versus D. Drew
hold on.
McIntyre.
LMNO. Okay, so far you're right.
And a C.
I guess do it in the order that's on Wikipedia. Do you think you could do that?
That's not the first one? Was CM Punk the first one?
No.
Oh, well then no, I can't. What else? You got Rhea and Liv.
Hold on, is that even on here? Oh yeah, Liv as in Liv Morgan,
Yeah.
and Rhea as in Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The talented Mrs. Ripley.
Yeah. With Dirty
Damien-
Dom.
Oh, in a shark cage. Dominic's in a shark cage.
Oh yeah, it does say Mysterio.
I forgot about that.
It's kind of weird to just see it say Mysterio will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage and not like down.
It's
in it.
not. Yeah, it's not Ray.
Yeah, or Ray, the other one.
I feel like you see Mysterio, it means Ray, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not how it works anymore. Sorry, Ray, you're old news.
That's the one that's the first listed match.
That is Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
That's the second listed match.
Then there's a third match, a fourth match, and a fifth match.
That's definitely how many there are. Yes.
So obviously, somebody's fight. Oh, the fourth match. No, the fifth match is Cody and Roman versus Solo and Jacob.
Yep.
Then the fourth match is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And
Nope.
The third one.
Yep.
And then the fourth match is the other match that's happening that night.
That's yes. You've got it.
So there we go. I don't know. I can't remember what the fourth match is.
It's for the women's championship, the WWE Women's Championship.
Nia Jax
Mm-hmm.
and Bailey.
Yep.
Bailey just beat Naomi to get the shot at it.
That's good. Good for her.
Taz.
Which match are you most looking forward to?
CM Punk one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Benjamin Boone shows up again.
Dude, did you see that Ice Cube's son tweeted about him?
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I saw somebody tweet and they're like, "Get that man a raise."
Yeah, that
because
was-
you
Yeah,
recognize
I
guys.
watched it just because of
You
all the
saw it?
praise. Yeah.
Okay. And then it was like I saw him standing there, and I'm like, "Oh, cool! He's getting to do it. Get a couple bucks in his pocket, be on Raw. Like that's awesome."
Yeah.
And then he was the security guard.
Yeah. No, because I when I watched it, I already knew that everybody loved his security guarding.
Oh, you saw that already? Okay.
And so I was watching it because I saw like Fightful or someone post something and he was in the picture and I was like, oh, nobody was talking about him though.
He
And
did
then I was
great. He
like,
just
I'm like to my wife, I was like, hey, see this guy right here in
Put his
the ring
hand
with CM Punk? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's the guy who bought us vegan cheesecake that one time. Because one time when I was at Greg's, he came to do a show and he brought some vegan cheesecake for us from some place in Toledo.
that's nice of him.
It was very nice of him. The first time I met
That's
him,
cool.
like there at Greg's, he
Yeah.
brought cheesecake, but he didn't know it was vegan. So then he got specifically
he
got
remembered.
vegan. Yeah, he's a super nice person.
That's awesome.
Super nice guy.
No, it was cool, and
Loves
he's
Breaking
got
Bad.
a future. Loves what?
Loves Breaking Bad. And Better Call Saul. He thinks they're the greatest.
Oh.
I mean, he's right, but they are. He loves those things.
Does he?
Uh-huh. You know, have you ever watched The Orville?
I don't know what that is. The outer space one
Yeah.
with Family Guy.
Yeah, with the Family Guy bloke in there. It's actually very good.
I've heard it's funny or whatever,
It's like,
but I've never watched
as a
it.
Star Trek fan, It's better than some Star Trek. It's like super good. It's not just funny; it's actually good. But the blonde, like main actress in the show, is his cousin.
Really? You don't say?
Yeah, her name is Adrian Pelicki or some crap like that.
She was on Dexter.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I know. I make references. That's my.
What
I bring.
Who was she on Dexter?
The sister.
No, that's not her. His sister's. Well, her name isn't really Deborah, but no, his sister's a different person.
Wasn't she on Dexter?
I don't know.
Look it up. You got the phone.
I got the phone. I got the internet on this phone, man.
That's Creamers. If you know who she plays in Dexter, comment below.
I saw her on
That's my thing.
a podcast before. I'm trying to think of who it was though. It was what's the dude who played Lex Luthor in Smallville? Michael Rosenbaum.
Of course.
She was on his podcast.
That sounds about right.
She was in G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Yeah, everybody was. Was that the good one?
I don't know. I never saw any
Was
of
that the
them.
one with the
She was in
Rock?
John Wick,
Which one?
the first one.
What part? Oh, was she the girl?
Miss Perkins.
She was the girl?
I've never seen it.
It's John Wick movies are the best movie.
I've heard that. I always hear this, but I've just never seen them.
I went to the movie theater to see the fourth one.
Oh, for real?
That's how much I like it.
That's pretty sick, man.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah,
the
for
first
sure.
one, and they progressively, I don't want to say they get worse,
Okay, they're just not as good as that
but
original.
they're not as good, but they're still like top of the line. Dude, the fourth one was like 3 hours, and it would be like 20 minutes of story and like world building, and then half hour of fighting and killing and shooting and whatever. And then like
That's ill.
15, 20 minutes of story. Then the motherfucker would go and fight for another half hour. It'd be crazy.
That's cool.
He fought off these steps. He fought up these
I'll watch
steps.
it.
And then
Because I hear he's
Got to the
he's
bottom?
mad because someone kills his dog. Is that an overstatement?
no.
Okay.
It's literally the plot of the first movie.
I always
That's
thought
what-
that was just like a simplified version.
they build like this cool world of like the seedy underworld and the way they do their things
Sure.
as it goes on. But like the first movie's cool because it's just like you don't really understand anything as far as their world goes. But literally, I think I can spoil the beginning of John Wick
Yeah.
for the Creamers.
There's a dog.
His wife is dead. He used to be like the greatest hitman ever.
Hmm.
He's retired to be with this woman. She dies of cancer or something, a disease.
Oh shit.
And it's something like that because she knows about it. So after her passing, a dog shows up at his door with like a note from her, like, don't want you to be alone, love you, bye. And he loves this little beagle, and they paid like $5,000 to CGI poop in the yard in the one scene. That's
Really?
not. I mean, it's part of the movie, but that part's not part of the movie. That's just something I heard after. But they
Okay.
CGI the poop. I don't know why.
That's really weird.
Anyway, there's this guy, a Russian mob boss's son, sees John Wick driving his sweet car, and he goes, "I want to buy this," and he's like, "Well, no." And then they say some mean shit to him in Russian, and John Wick says something back in Russian, and they're like, "Oh man." And then they follow him home and break into his house and kill the dog and steal his car.
Okay.
And then he goes to turn it in to John Leguizamo at the place that like cuts the
That
cars
guy's
up
cool.
or whatever. Yeah, he's cool. And he goes, "That's fucking John Wick's car. Get out of here." And he slaps the kid. And the kid, he's just one of those kids you hate because he has a rich daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes and then the dad calls John Leguizamo and he's like, "Hey, who do you think you are slapping my kid?" And he goes, "He stole John Wick's car." And he goes, "Oh, sorry to bother you. Bye."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, kid, you screwed everything up. You're dead. Like, I can't do anything to help you."
Okay.
And then they proceed to try to throw every bad guy in the world at John Wick.
Okay. I feel like there's a lot of action movies that come out that sort of copy off of this movie.
Yes.
Because like,
It's like
Bees was that movie Beekeeper? Like there's like a thing where people are
Probably.
like, the beekeeper's after you? Nothing I can do. Sorry. You're
Yeah,
dead.
I mean,
You're
it's
gonna
not,
die.
it's not so much the concept or the story.
just little
It's
things.
Keanu Reeves plays it perfectly, and then the action is just the way they choreograph everything. He
Mm-hmm.
looks unstoppable.
Well, did you see? So, like as far as I'm remembering, hopefully I'm correct here. The guys who made that movie made the movie Nobody. Have you seen that one with Bob Odenkirk?
Saul?
Yeah.
No. But I know of it. He's getting like punched in the face in the poster.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen
I
it.
watched-
But I think it's like a similar concept.
I watched it and it was fine, but it was basically just like a copy of A History of Violence. Have you seen this one or read the graphic novel?
It's been a while.
It's got
I've
Viggo
not read it.
It's got
I saw
it's got fucking
But it's been a
But
while.
you don't know Lord of the Rings, huh? You're not a Lord of the Rings
He's
guy.
Thaddeus.
Well, you definitely said a name that would sound like he played it in the Lord of the Rings, but no, he plays some other guy. What the fuck is the name of that movie now? He plays Aragorn. Yes.
Of course.
Yes, yes.
Aragorn the final born.
No, that's just
Last
Aragorn.
born. Firstborn.
No, he's no.
Fuck.
But by the way, Adrian,
Mm-hmm.
the cousin of Ben Boone, played. She was in Smallville as well.
Yeah, she was Lois Lane.
She was Kara.
Kara Lane.
No, Kara.
Kara L.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but just she was in one episode. I feel like Kara was in more than one episode, right?
They just reused it, the footage.
Oh wow, she just did
I
such
don't
a good
know. I didn't
acting
watch
job. They were
Smallville.
like, "You didn't watch Smallville?
No.
It was all right.
That's why
I
didn't
loved
watch
it. I loved it back then, but now if
Yeah.
I go back, I'm like, this is
I don't care about Smallville.
it's too corny.
Yeah, whatever. Superman. As a
You
boy.
don't like Superman?
No, he's fine. I don't care about him as a boy. I care about him fighting.
Yeah, you like Superboy.
I
You like
don't want
Superman.
Yeah.
You like give me the man.
Give me the man. I don't need the boy.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
I'm done with the young calf. Give me the old boy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that.
So the NXT
I'm ready
on
for,
CW.
I'm ready for sex. That's a great movie.
Movies, man.
Have you seen the Weird Al movie?
With Harry Potter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's great. That was fun.
like I like the idea of it, but I'm like, this is like just Dewey Cox, but with an actual
Kinda.
with a real celebrity.
Kinda.
Cause
It was fun, though.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just fake cameos.
yeah.
Is there a word for that?
No, I think it's.
Fake cameos?
I don't think there's a word for it. I think it's just.
Fameos.
We'll call them that.
Cake cameos.
That sounds good.
I
It
put the C where the
sounds
F is.
tasty.
Cake fameos.
I'm into that one.
Yeah. You know what I look forward to at Bad Blood? The refereeing.
Oh shit, your brother
Speaking of refereeing.
Charles Van, and he just picked up Jake Hager for that AIW show. Did you go to that?
No. I watched the free match on YouTube.
Nice. Was Charles a ref?
Actually, he was. I had no idea. I just happened to see they were going live in a couple minutes, so I put it on, and he was there.
He has some good stories of picking people up.
He got to do the reffing. He was the official referee for the J-Lit final.
Nice, and just
I thought that was
for
cool.
the creamers who may not be from the area, that's JT Lightning
Cleveland.
Memorial Tournament. Is that what, isn't that the full name?
JT Lightning. What's lit?
Yeah,
So what's
it's
lit?
kind of like Mid Park, for Lightning, isn't it?
Oh. I thought it was something tournament. But that would make more sense. Because I thought it was JLIT.
And it was
So I
like,
thought it was like JT Lightning JLI Invitational Tournament.
oh, that could be.
I know who to ask.
I just always, yeah, let's call him. We're gonna call him.
be at school.
Yeah, he might be, but he might not be. So it's worth calling him. If not, we can just call his wife.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I'll turn it up if he's not loud enough. Oh yeah, you're mic 1 now.
I don't know if I should back up. Oh, I'm real loud now.
Back up, back up. What you gonna do now?
Your call has been forwarded to
He sounds different.
Dog tags around his neck. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
What are you doing?
Playing Fortnite.
We're at home?
Yeah.
You're on the show right now.
Oh hi.
Hey, welcome to Room for Cream, referee Charles Van.
What are I wasn't expecting the Fortnite thing. What skin are you using?
I'm actually using my John Cena.
That's cool.
I'll edit the theme song in. No, wait, I can't.
Do, 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 do.
Even better.
What
First,
We were-
first ask him what J-Lit means.
Hey. You know J-Lit, the tournament?
Yeah.
What does J-Lit stand for?
JT Lightning.
Is that it?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
JT.
No, that's not how you spell J-Lit. Is it
JLIT.
Yeah, so isn't it JT Lightning Invitational Tournament?
Yeah. But then it just shortens to J-Lit Tournament.
Okay, so the lit doesn't stand, isn't
no.
short for
So it can't
lit
be
lightning.
it can't be J-Lit Tournament because that's like ATM machine.
It's the JT Lightning Tournament.
All right, so
Or
that
you can
didn't help.
just- It's the JT Lightning tournament, or you could just say JLit tournament.
Hell yeah, man.
What's the T?
Tournament.
Lit for Lightning, JT Lightning.
JT Lightning Invitational Tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think I'm right, and he
A little,
doesn't
bit,
know
little bit
either.
of a mouthful, but all right.
Yeah.
So you picked up.
No, we got 9 people left, guys. Right now, I'm in an intense game right now.
How many are on your team?
I have 2 other people, so 3 of us.
So there's 6 people left or 9 people left?
9 total.
So 6.
Yeah, 9 total. 6.
Not you.
They're right here, Joe. They're shooting at them.
Is that Brian Bark?
71 on one of them. Yeah, that is right now.
I knew I'd get him on the show.
We've got them both for the first time.
Wow! It took to episode 7, but we made it happen.
How was Jake Hager picking him up from the airport?
Yeah.
I've had better.
Taz.
He was okay. He was very tired when his flight came in at 12:30 in the morning on Friday instead of landing at 9:30.
Okay.
Is there anything that we're allowed to put on the radio?
All right. Let's go this way. You could,
He's not paying attention. He's Fortniting.
Yeah.
you could say that,
You know we're recording this, so you can just say it.
yeah, but he can edit this if he needs to.
He doesn't know how.
Do you want me
He
to
can
edit
out
that?
all
He
the
doesn't know.
and stuff.
Do you want me to edit out the part where you said you've had better, or do you want me? Or is it cool if I keep it in?
I mean, if you want to keep that in, that's fine. There have been better people like Arn Anderson or Heath Slater, if you want to add that even too.
Okay, I'll keep that in.
What if he listens?
No offense, but I don't know if he's doing much listening.
Why? He does a lot of talking. That's what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah.
No, he's more of a reserved guy. He doesn't do too much talking. Like right there, it's us and those two. He talked for a little bit on the car, but he kind of kept to himself and was on the phone. He's a big Subway guy.
Oh shit.
I would have never guessed. Would have thought Jimmy John's.
No, he's not a fan of Jimmy John's.
Did you get eliminated from Fortnite yet?
No, we're about to win actually.
Do you think it's because of Room for Cream?
Yeah. This is our first win.
It's us in 1. It's us in 1, guys. Mr. Incredible just went down.
Is he a skin in the game?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you win?
Yeah, we just won back-to-back games. We're like 2023, 2024 Cody Rhodes.
With what?
As far
With
as
Royal
what?
Rumble?
Is that what we were going
He
for?
went back-to-back in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, battle.
Okay, but
They're doing battle royales.
He didn't go back to back in WrestleMania though.
That's what I thought too.
He went back-to-back main events, though.
He's talking battle royales.
That's true, but what is that? He didn't win the first one, so who cares?
These boys.
Yeah, these boys in their Fortnite.
Anything else you want to say to the Creamers?
Black Friday, November 28th, Eastlake, Ohio. Hell on Earth. Donovan Dijak. I think he goes by Donovan again.
Dijak.
We'll be there. Dijak will be there.
Hell yeah, man.
Be there. Look it up.
Are you gonna pick him up
Be
from the
there.
airport?
Eastlake, Ohio.
Yeah, how's he getting? Are you picking him up?
Probably not.
Well, it was great talking to you, Charles.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me, and
right.
do it again another time.
Give us before we go. Give me a.
We're gonna go 3-peat now, like Steve Austin.
Give me.
yeah.
Give me a 5 count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Charles Van, everyone. Great guy, him.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, that was good. That was probably the best interview we've done on the show.
That's saying a lot. But yeah, I agree. I think one Hell on Earth I went to, probably the last one I went to, they got La Parka, WCW.
That's pretty cool.
So, and like Son of La Parka or whatever. But like, so they had La Parka. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, I always liked him when he was the chairman of WCW, I believe. I don't think you're that far yet.
No, but I've seen it.
Where he comes out with the chair and he does the
Yeah.
dance. He was always cool.
No, the luchadors aren't on there yet. Where
So,
I am.
like,
The only
somebody-
luchador
It was
is
like Eddie Guerrero.
no,
and-
it's what's his fucking name? Jerry Lynn. He's like just called
Oh.
JL.
J-Lit?
No, just yeah. No, he's just called like
The Jerry Lynn
I think they just
Invitational
call him
Tournament?
JL. and
Really?
yeah, and he's like got a
Wonder why.
mask, and he's
Jerry Lynn?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, because I was like, who is this JL? So
Yeah.
then I went on the internet and it was Jay Lynn.
No
I was
shit.
Like, oh, okay, that's why he just called his initial. Sometimes they'll go.
Maybe that's why.
Sometimes Bobby the Brain Heenan will be like, well, as far as I'm concerned, JL just stands for just lucky.
Nice, Bobby.
Yeah.
I always like Bobby's.
watching this, he's-
Bobby's maybe the best.
No, I think he is. Like I've never appreciated him before, but then when I'm watching these WCW Nitros
Yeah.
and stuff, I'm like, no wonder people love
Bobby might
Brain.
be the best.
He's really, really good.
You want to talk long-term storytelling? He knew Hulk Hogan was a piece of shit. Fucking rip.
That's
okay?
very fair. Whoa. Did I turn me up too loud?
Hey, I'm up loud too.
Okay, now it's fine. I went the wrong way. Lefty
Yeah, we're
Lucy. Son of a bitch.
back.
No, but
Bobby
yeah.
the Brain. Bobby
No.
the Brain is really good.
Okay, hold on. Say that again.
Bobby the Brain is really good.
There you go. That's much better.
I'll go on record.
Shit.
I'll go on record.
You know what I wish though? I wish referees wore blue dress shirts with little black bow ties. Like that's way cooler than stripes, I gotta say.
It's definitely a different look.
Mm-hmm.
Differentiates yourself. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Maybe for Christmas we should get Charles
The
Van
blue
a
shirt.
cute little blue shirt.
I want to get him Nick Patrick's old used. You know, you can buy like game worn jerseys.
Yeah.
Or like for wrestlers, you can buy their gear sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get him a Nick Patrick worn t-shirt. Well,
That-
not t-shirt, dress shirt.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Probably sweaty.
That's how the way that Charles Van likes it.
He likes his dress shirt sweaty.
You're telling me. All right, so Sammy, Daddy, what's your match count for 2024?
I have to go first
Yes,
this time.
you bet.
All right. You said you watched a lot of Nitros and a lot of just WCW in general. A couple papes.
Yeah, two.
Not a couple, a handful of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but yeah, I can go first. My number of matches watched in 2024, the year of our Lord, is 597.
What?
597.
No.
Matches I've watched this year.
You
in 2024.
did you see my match count, dude?
No, I didn't even know you had match count. You have to be more than that, I imagine.
No.
You watch so many Nitros.
I'm 596 is my match count
No,
for 2024,
there's
the
no
year of our
fucking-
Lord, dude.
No way.
You-
I mean, it's close to mine.
How much did you watch since last week? It's been since Thursday.
Well, on Thursday, everybody remembers what our number was. Do you?
No.
Because, yeah, look at if you do the math, like Scott Steiner.
Spit my coffee.
I know, it's hot. My feet are burning.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spit coffee on you.
Well, no, I didn't think it was on purpose.
No, I wasn't trying to
Yeah, so
tajiri your feet.
It was to what?
I wasn't trying to tajiri your feet or Great Muda your feet.
I want to look in. The mist is cool. Mist has always been cool. Don't change the subject.
I assaulted you.
545 was the last I was at.
Oh my god, dude!
So
I watched 50 matches, 52 matches.
I don't know. Maybe that was from 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. But yeah, I did.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, 53.
I'm not mad. I mean, I'm happy that you've been watching a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I just
wrestling,
really
man.
thought
I watched,
that I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of started to a little bit, and I know you're a trustworthy guy,
I try to be.
and I know this is gonna come across maybe as like a sort of paranoid or anything, something
that's
like
all right.
that.
It's
But
not paranoia.
I was thinking
It's
that
the Usos.
I was thinking that you were just waiting until I said what my
What?
match count is,
What?
and then maybe you were
Just
just
saying another
saying
one
it.
over it?
Well, every week it's one more than me.
Well, because I've watched one more match.
Yeah,
this
but
year
what are the
than you.
chances of that? That's why I was
I mean,
thinking
it makes
maybe
sense if you think about it. Because if you watch wrestling, I watch wrestling. We're gonna watch wrestling. And then it just
Sure,
adds
but I
up.
really thought because I watched a bunch
No, you
more than
saw-
usual. Because
you
like all these weeks I've been only just watching Dynamite.
I
and
wrote it down. You would see.
I
would have it
believe
written.
you.
had it
I
written
believe you. I just really,
I had
really.
it written in pen before. That one time I forgot it in the tree, and I found the numbers.
Listen, I
The one
apologize.
was in my
I truly
pocket.
am
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, it's all right.
I mean, you're.
guess.
It's kind of just like I ask you to be on the show, as a co-host, and then I treat you this way, and I feel incredibly sorry about that. And if you could find it in your heart to forgive me, I think that would really mean a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
You do.
Yeah, I forgive you. That's fine.
Thank you. Well, Creamers, that's all the time we've got for tonight. why don't you comment below?
Yeah. Like, subscribe, rate. Just tell people. Just word of mouth. Get outside. Touch grass. Just go tell people about it. Hey, I was watching this thing. Well, what's it called? Oh, here, I'll send you the link. You can send links still, right?
Yeah, they still allow that.
Text messaging. Text messages. That's how I want everybody to find out about us. Text messages.
We love you, Creamers.
And we wish you
The best.
Great crowd on hand. And Sting, you have axed the total package. Lex Luger to join the two of us this evening as we talk a little turkey.